Hello and welcome. I am Salil of Salil Inner Voice, and I'd like to welcome you to this first episode of my new series all about crystals. How do crystals work? How do you use them? But first of all, a little bit of housekeeping. So, no matter which podcast episode that you listen to, I have to stress at the beginning that this is for entertainment use only and should not be replacing any form of medical advice should you require it. So, if you want to research things independently afterwards with whatever information I provide, that's fine. But please do not take what I say to replace any medication or medical therapy that you may be requiring. So let's move on from there. I also wish to add at this point that I'll be using the term crystal to refer collectively to a mineral or gemstone. However, I will give you the correct name for whatever particular piece I'm highlighting at that moment, should it require. So from a scientific point of view, crystals are a combination of minerals and have their own electromagnetic field. So if you view them through a microscope, it's seen that they have a crystalline structure which is geometric and repeated throughout the whole crystal. These fascinating geometric formations add weight to the belief that the crystals emit and store energy. Just think about it for a minute. These minerals that came from ancient stars, outer space, planets, that landed on this planet and over time formed the crystals that you actually hold in your hand today. So these are very, very ancient artifacts. Crystals actually contain the elements such as iron and silicon, which are the fundamental parts of all life. So tapping into this creative energy is how we use crystals to manifest and to use in healing work. Coming from a spiritual point of view, a crystal can also be used to act as a catalyst. This means that they have the ability to alter the vibrations of energies around you, within you, or to create a change in your life. They can also be used to be programmed for specific needs and desires. Now, for thousands of years, energy centers, such as chakras, have been identified on the human body, and it has also been recognized that if a chakra is out of balance, it will cause an imbalance of a physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual nature, depending on the chakra concerned. Each chakra has also been found to resonate to a different color. So to assist in the rebalancing and recharging of the chakras of your body, you can simply place the appropriate coloured crystal on each chakra, and it will then bring the points back into alignment and balance. Simply lie down and place the crystals on each chakra point and rest for a while. You don't really need to meditate, but it will help. Now, for those of you that may not be familiar with all of the chakras and their responding colours, I'll explain at this point. The root chakra, which is red, is roughly around the area of the monkey tail, the very, very tail part of your spine. The sacral chakra, which is orange, or sometimes also called the navel chakra, is just slightly below where we call your tummy button. The solar plexus is yellow, and that is in the solar point of your torso, which is where the rib cage kind of comes together and slightly lifts, roughly around your stomach area. The heart, we know where the heart point is, and that's green. Your throat, which is just above your collarbone, that's blue. We have the third eye, which is in the middle of your forehead, which is indigo, and the crown point, the crown chakra, which is the top of your head, the crown of your head, and that's violet. Now, some people do and some people don't also add another 2 chakra points. We have earth, which is brown, and that is below the body. So if you think of the soles of your feet, the farthest point, your connection to the earth. And then we have the highest chakra or spirit chakra, which is above your head, off the point of your head where your spirit hovers, if you will, and that's white. So how does or can a crystal affect us? Well, during its creation, as I said, a crystal, due to its formation, absorbed energy and a small magnetic charge. Just like within the human body, each cell within us also has an electrical charge. So when a crystal is brought close to our physical body, it gently brings the energy of the body back into balance. This is why some crystals need to be in contact with the skin rather than inside or in a pocket of some clothing. Now, once a crystal has been in contact with someone, it holds on to their energy and often negative vibes. It is therefore vital that they are cleansed and purified before they are used to ensure that they give you their full benefits and not pass on any negative connection that the previous person had. It is therefore important to purify and focus a new crystal before you use it. So, what do I mean? To cleanse or purify a crystal, you can simply place it in a bowl of salt or brown rice and leave it overnight. Then place it in the sun to re-energize it, but make sure you remove all the salt from any cracks or niches, as this could damage the crystal over time. Or you could simply smudge the crystal using a sage smudge stick, or incense sticks, and this will quickly remove the negative energy. You simply pass the crystal through the smoke. I like to pass it through maybe about 5 times. Another way is to use visualization. Hold the crystal in your hands and visualize a brilliant white light beam coming down and covering the crystal, absorbing and removing all negative energy. So those are the 3 ways to cleanse. Now, to re-energize your crystal, simply place them in sunlight. Most crystals enjoy sunlight, but all crystals enjoy the use of the full moon, and that benefits by cleansing and recharging them. So I like to cleanse more often than not my crystals using smudge sticks, and then I place them regularly under full moons to re-energize them and just remove any lasting negative energy that might still be there. Now, to focus your crystal, this means to give it a purpose, an intention, or a specific job to do. So once your crystals are cleansed and re-energized, sit quietly, holding them in your hands until you feel very much in tune with it. Picture a pure white light full of love, and then dedicate the crystal for the good of those who use it, and then clearly state your intention. So this might be to protect you, to heal you, to balance your energies, whatever it may be. Focus it clearly and repeat it several times to make sure that it's anchored. And then we have the storage of your crystals, because once you have taken the time to cleanse them, charge them, give them their focus, you need to keep them safe so they don't pick up any other energies or negative energies from anybody that comes close or from the rooms. So I like to keep mine in either soft pouches or in special boxes. Now, a little bit of a tip here, that if you add a carnelian crystal to any bag or box of mixed crystals, your stones will always be purified, energized and ready for work, because the wonderful little carnelian has special properties all of its own. So we've now come to the end of this first episode in this series about crystals, and we've covered how do they work. So please join me in episode 2, where we go a little bit deeper on how to use them, how to choose the crystal for a specific reason, and learn a little bit more into the in-depth actions of the crystals. So thank you again for joining me. If you would like any more information about what I do, please check out my website www.salilhealing.co.uk, or you can find me on YouTube, Instagram and Facebook under Salil Inner Voice.